So let's start here. How many of you all caught last week's shit show known as Things for You Tuesday? Yeah, I was there for it. If you missed it, well, here it is in its full glory. No, I got nothing to apologize for. I meant everything I said. But it's kind of funny to think if I had a producer, my show would probably be on hold this week for not obeying and staying on script. That's the beauty here. There is no script. And Facebook, well, you know what you can do. You can ETA, because I don't hate anyone, but you can flip that right on around and ETA. So, without further ado, oh, yep, made it. Yep, got home before 2 o'clock. What's going on, people? We're gonna do what we do on Things for You Tuesday while everything's getting loaded up here, and I'm getting my settings. For those of you, y'all think I'm playing. November 3rd, I'm already practicing. You see the mirror in my room here. Because my room, it's a multifaceted room, kind of like myself. It's my office, it's where I work out, it's where I dance, it's where I write music, it's where I write all my books. Multi-purpose, multifaceted. It gets moved around a lot. But I'm not playing. That's the dance, November 3rd. And we need November 3rd to get here. At this point, I don't even care who gets in office. I do. But I don't, because I'm just ready for it to be done. I'm tired of listening to it. Because, some people are like dead horses. You can keep telling them stuff they ain't never going to learn. Because they don't want to hear anything yet. It's too much of a mirror for them at that moment. And they can't comprehend, or they don't want to deal with it because I just don't want to deal with it. Avoidance. I'd rather just put it back here and it don't exist. So, can we please get on with November 3rd? For the love of all that is holy. And, like always, I do own the rights to the music. Just letting you guys jam out while everything's catching up and going on. What's going on? Charlie, Nicole, Alex. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you who are new here, Things for You Tuesday. It's where I shout out what's going on. Helps keep everybody informed. In the loop. You never know what you'll find here. You might find something of fashion, something of health, something mentally healthy, something emotionally or physically. It's about things that might benefit you. So, it's funny. I started doing these lives, and long before the Things for You, I would do lives when I was with the band Hydrogen a lot. And they're just on the spots. They're quick, they're fast, but you could leave them up. But you could get a lot of information in a video really quickly, and if you had everybody in the room. So, I would throw out these ideas for marketing stuff, and then they'd be like, that's great, Erica, let's do it. And I'm like, I was hoping that, you all would take the idea and, I didn't think you wanted me to, okay. So I would do the lives. It was what it was. But on a whole, it's funny. I had to get real comfortable after everything and things that I said I wanted to start doing, like comedy. Because, believe it or not, I used to hate public speaking. To the point that it would give me such an anxiety that I almost actually flunked out of a college class that I really didn't even have to go to pass. But the highest part of your grade percentage was presentation. And I told him, I'll write you a beautiful speech, but I'm not giving it. You have to give it. I'm not giving it. I'll end up on that floor. Erica, you have to give the speech. Nope. I'll fail the class then. I'll take the F because I physically can't do it. I can't. But you sing in front of people. That's different. Okay, well, sing your speech. No, not the same. Not doing it. So he made me do it the first class. And I'll never forget my professor. We're still buddies to this day. One of my really good friends who had known me for years at this point, because we had been in middle school together, graduated at high school. He's sitting in the front row, and I make eye contact with him, and I just felt it from my toes all the way to my head. I got hot. And then, next thing I know, my buddy, Jason, looked at me and said, Hey, I thought the military taught you not to lock your knees. I said, man, what happened? He said, you dropped like a sack of potatoes. Not a word came out. I was like, trying to tell y'all, public speaking gives me an anxiety, but hey, growth. Look at me now. So, sometimes you just gotta just go with it, because it's just something that's about to grow you. It might be able to propel you to the next thing you're about to do. So, with that being said, it was really funny. I mean, I got up, and at that point, my professor, he's sitting there like this. He went, okay, I now understand fully what you meant. And if you really want to present to just the department heads, I will get you that small of a group, but you have to present or you will fail this class. I said, deal, I can do that. I said, I can't, it's too much. I said, I'm going home. I don't even care if you give me an excuse to leave. I'm leaving. I was like, because I'm paying to be here, so I'm going home. I'm done. Y'all done traumatized me enough. I'm done. So, but anyways, you never know. You just gotta sometimes grow. Growth doesn't always feel good. You might even embarrass yourself. But hey, I lived. I made it through it. And I ended up acing the class because I finally just started presenting. I said, you know what? Screw it. Just do it. Be done with it. Cool. So that's kind of where I'm at here. Thanks, quarantine. I didn't really have to use an actual stage and faint in front of people. I got to just do it on live and start getting comfortable. So when shit starts opening back up, here we go. But today has been really busy. I just got back from Joel Bennett's ad agency. See, circles, connections, it happens to you all too. I'm not the only one. So let's not sit here and try to act like, Erica's here talking about how great her life is. Because in the midst of everything that's going on phenomenally in my work life, my personal life has some bullshit behind it. It is what it is. But hey, float on, like Modest Mouse said. Because that bullshit, I can't it's not my bullshit. So it just happened to bounce by my court. So anyways, I had a meeting, 11 o'clock in Charleston with Joel. Which a lot of you guys have seen Joel in my post, tagged a lot, him and Jay, because we're doing a hot dog tour. And a lot of y'all probably never took time to go see what Joel does. Joel runs an ad agency. Joel is one of the staples in the art community in Charleston. The art walk, for those of you who are here local. Yeah, you should check it out. There's a lot of things that go on in Charleston. So it felt good to be back in that area this morning early for a meeting. It's kind of how my life used to be. In the Charleston area for meetings and drill and getting activated and all that fun stuff. So I'm kind of back in the arena I love, working with a lot of like-minded people. And, well, we got some witty shirts about to hit the market. Yes. Because see, there was a time in my life when I was handed this little opportunity of doing a clothing line. Cool. I didn't have time. I did not have time. I did not have the mental capacity to take on a new child, per se. I couldn't manage anything else. I was doing good to manage me. And I was just honest with them. And they said, well, it's always there if you want it. So I'm kind of calling them out, and I'm not going to say their name because they're like me. They're nosy. They pop in and see things on other people's page because they like to know what's going on. So you know who you are. So if you don't call or text me, shirts are going to hit under my own label. I'm ready to roll. What you doing? So, shirts are out. That's kind of what I need your help with. We've got all these little fun little things we're coming up with in the background. So, you'll see me start throwing some stuff down. And I'm actually going to throw it down here in just a minute. Today, I'm not going to sit here and try to link and talk and link. Because I took on an ambassadorship. 8 of them right now, to be exact. And here's why. I'm trying to do my own clothing line, so what better way to learn all the other little ins and outs and neat little tricks that I probably wouldn't think of first that they're already doing that works to market? I'm getting a paid internship. Yeah, boy, I'll take it. So there is that. That's what's been going on in Charleston this morning. And while there, I found out the guys were going on another daggone hot dog trip today, and I can't go because I could have done this from the car, but I have 3 other meetings. Thank God they don't require a lot of brain power. I get to kind of just hang out in these meetings and just take them in and enjoy the people. No new ideas, no brains exploding from thought processes, but we got a couple things we want to throw out there just to see what you think. Just like test it. Just test the water. But don't be fooled. I've already sent it to a few people and they're like, yes, yes. So like, you're kind of the first. But I'm like, there's still going to be other things you're going to be the first. Like, for example, I have the pleasure of getting to work with some of these companies as an ambassador. And each one of these gives me things to give to you all. Who'd have thunk it? It's nothing that anybody's going to force you by. Nobody's going to hold a gun to your head. It's no different than when I'm advertising on bartending. I'm just letting you know that I'm doing something that you're probably already looking to do. So, hey, this place has got it. So, it's all free will, everything that I advertise. Anything that I do comes with this disclaimer. Just because I like it doesn't mean you will. But, should you, there will be codes upon savings. And my favorite one, my new favorite company that I'm really excited about working with, Slimming, like their name is so damn, Slimmia. They're a gadget corporation. They're the equivalent of iPod, Samsung. You just don't know who they are. So they pay people like myself to rep for them. But here's the kicker. They're so new and they have so much backing and they just want their products out there and seen. The code that I have right now that I can give you all for the link is for all you got to pay is shipping. I'm not even playing like shipping. So I'll let you look at the site. I'll drop the link. Everything's coming all at once when I get done because it's already nice and neatly typed up in my newly updated note app that took me an hour to figure out because it updated and it's a whole new app, but it's the most efficient app I now have on my phone. It's organized like none other. Like, I'm just like, whoo, creator, ambassador, shirts. Like, it's great. It actually was a good update. For once, technology didn't screw us. There's that. Hey, so other things. You guys have seen my logo, that these are the times. It finally changed from just my picture. Some like I don't even remember what I did, what the first picture was. It was just like, get the page done, get it up. And the logo then went up. And you're going to see a new logo go up. And some of you will think, oh, I'm going to like it, but it's the same thing. No, it's not. You know the difference between you and the person that like you thought of an invention and then like a month later you see it on TV? The difference is they did it and then they did the paperwork to make sure that nobody else could like take it. The name. Yeah, so that's why you're going to see a new picture go up. Because I know it's mine. Trademark. Service mark. That's what I've been doing in the background. Homework. Work. Productive things. I ain't had time to do nothing else. Hell, I didn't have time to sleep. My brain won't stop because I want to do all this stuff. I'm overjoyed to be doing this. Like, I got to work last night and someone said, the hell are you on? I was like, life. You can't buy this nowhere. I was like, and as soon as I figure out how to bottle it, I'm going to fucking sell it to all y'all. I was like, it's like, I can't express how excited I am to finally fully be doing what I want to do. Persistence. Today's show is brought to you in part by persistence. Yep, that's the word of the day. We're going to take it back to Sesame Street a little bit. The word of the day today is persistent. On break, better spill it. Girl, there's whoever just said on break, better spill it. You might as well just go ahead, save the link because you're going to be like, oh man. But better yet, get on Instagram at RebelBorn84 and you can get all these links, all these codes. Screenshot your heart out. Again, I am separating out bullshit. Facebook personal page is where I put any and everything. You don't know what's going to go up. So you go search for days through things. YouTube is where you can go find all videos uninterrupted. Music page, well, self-explanatory. Music, modeling, anything that's the arts. Then you got These Are the Times. It's a splash of politics with a splash of still learning balance. We're teaching balance here. Balance. Everything requires balance. I couldn't do the hot dog tour without balance. That's not me bragging. That's me being thankful because I'm not even going to play. Like after I accepted, I was like, I wonder how many hot dogs we have to eat in a day. Like, that is a lot of processed meat. That is a lot of bread. That is a lot of coleslaw. And you know what I did? I didn't eat stupid before it. And God, I was so full, I didn't eat for like 2 days after it. I just physically didn't feel like eating. Like, one day I slept all day just because I didn't feel good. Coleslaw was just heavy because I don't eat like that all the time. But watch this. It's called balance. Because even if it wasn't a hot dog tour, some days I'm going to eat great and some days I'm going to eat like shit. Some days I'm going to get up and go run and some days I'm going to be like, bump all that. Everything else on the to-do list will get done but that. But I don't bitch about it. It is what it is. I take it in stride. A lot of you guys do the same thing. It's called balance. Sometimes it's pretty. Sometimes you fumble through it gracefully. You know, it is what it is. Biden. I know. I'm going to get to it only because I saw Jamie pop the hell in. Thank you for timing. Amazing. So, how many of you guys have ever heard about 6 degrees of separation? You know, you're 6 people away from that person you're trying or wanting to meet. Hell, honestly, most of the time, especially the way technology has united us and it allows us to flow and reach, you're about a half a degree away. And it's usually lack of just not thinking, hey, I could have asked them. So I put a post up that came across my feed somehow in a group that I wasn't even a part of, but somebody tagged me somehow in it. And because I knew so many people in the group, it was letting me share it. And the post simply said, hold up, wait a minute, let me put this gravy in it. Y'all trying to tell me in 72, Biden might have plotted in cahoots and handed an envelope to a man to kill his wife and his baby while he was sleeping with Jill, who was in the car behind him. Oh, little baby Jesus. And there's a handwritten civil suit that's been filed October 6th, I think it said, of 2020. And the first thing that somebody came at me with was, Erica, you should probably take that down till you fact check it. I said, watch this. I'm not taking shit down because I don't have time to keep going through my phone. I was like, it's going to stay right where it is. I was like, and Facebook can fact check it. You know why? I said, because I've already phoned a friend. So hold for the answer. Now, they wanted to use the argument, well, it's a handwritten thing. Okay. It could have been an old ass attorney that filed it. Some people still handwrite. I actually take handwritten notes. As much as all of my links and my little tags to kind of tweak my brain to keep me on course during these lives, I still handwrite. This is my favorite note. You know why? It's 1, unhackable. 2, once you write it, repetition, memory. Typing doesn't do much usually for the memory unless you're typing it over and over and over again. So what that it's a handwritten complaint? Not enough, because watch this. There is this little system, and well, it ain't really little. It's probably about the size of the Dewey Decimal System or microfiche, which means it just goes on and on and on. And if you don't know what either one of those systems are, well, then this ain't your year. Not trying to be rude, but unless you grew up in the age of having to actually research, I mean standing there in high heels when you're supposed to be looking professional, like, I've been here for an hour, why can't I find my answer? Why can't I find it? Or hold on, let me walk back. What was all them numbers? I was made for 2020. Come on, bring the research time on, because now it's real easy. I walked into a place that I'm in quite often to talk to a person that I talk to 4 to 6 times a week. Inside this building, outside this building, we have a report, and I know what they do for a living. They're an attorney. They have access to this little system. It's called Pacer. It ain't something hidden. It's not a secret. It's just something that unless you're an attorney, you don't have access to. Well, I phoned a friend. Because hell, I got about 12 of them that I know. Personally. Not because I just run around suing people. Personally. Business relations, like they were my clients, or we've put fundraisers on together, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I got a rapport with these people. It tweaked his brain so much that I didn't even have to send a text or wait or wonder, like, okay, well, I wonder if he checked it. I woke up Monday morning and bam, Erica, it's real. Picture. I was like, thanks. Now, Erica, don't get your hopes. I said, watch this. You did for me all I needed done. You confirmed there's a case and it's filed, and it was just filed this year in October. Now let me explain a civil suit to you a little bit. So normally when my live's in, they immediately let me start it back. Guess what? Error, playback, can't start back. 2 times. 2 times. Y'all watched it happen. I'm going to just sit here. I'm going to sit here and wait. I wish I'd have popped popcorn. Wish I'd have popped popcorn today. I'm just going to sit here and wait. You're going to come back. You'll come back to me. Fuck you, Facebook. Facebook, while we wait on everybody to come back, let me ask you a question, Facebook. Because you tuned in, obviously, because you cut me the fuck off. You remember the time? Do you remember the time? You know, back when you gave us memories. And in that, you also gave us, hey, Sabrina. You'd be like, hey, it's so-and-so's birthday. Like, we didn't have to go search for it. You reminded us things that were positive. Can you go back to being actually productive if you're going to be trapping and tracking shit? Do something productive, Facebook. Because Sean Keller. You never get cut off? Well, Sean Keller, I'm not trying to be rude, but how much controversial stuff do you actually share that's real factual that they're trying to fact check, block, and keep from out there? I'm asking you a question. I'm not being derogatory. I'm not trying to be downgrading. The amount of traffic one's page gets is how you become harassed a lot. But see, I got this other little magical tool because I'm a unicorn apparently, where I got a little tan that don't go away. So they don't ever put me in jail. That's what I find interesting. Because see, another thing I do, a lot of stuff I post, if we wasn't in the era of bullshit that we're in, I wouldn't post it. But I do it as a science experiment. Because I watch my friends post it. They're the ones that send it to me. And they're like, Erica, post this. Because I just got out of jail. I ain't trying to go back. I'm just trying to be here and cause some fun. Okay, I'll post it. Then days later, how the hell? I mean, they slowed it down. It was only getting 20 likes a minute. And now all of a sudden it's at 1,000 again. And I'm like, you know what? All they do is they hinder my page. They slow it down. They throttle me. Okay, so what? You're still serving a good purpose because watch this. When my live's in, I can save them and download them and splice them together. Then they're on YouTube. So again, Facebook, all you're doing is pissing me off and making people really want to tune in because they're like, wait, why did they cut her off? So thank you. Thank you for being one of my biggest supporters, Facebook. You boost my ratings without me even having to do a damn thing except tell the damn truth. See, you couldn't pay me to lie. I just don't have it in me. I'm going to come at you real hard and just don't care. None, I just listen. Exactly. That's why, so see, Sean, that's why they don't fuck with you. You're not doing anything to stir the pot, to change the narrative. Oh, I'm sorry, to open the narrative, to expose. So, try exposing some shit. Watch how quick you go to jail. And it's a double damn standard, because you shouldn't be in no kind of damn jail. You know why? Facebook is a choice. You ain't got to be on here. Ain't nobody put no gun to your head and be like, get on Facebook. It's a choice. It's a choice. So if you are offended on Facebook, guess what? Log the fuck out. Hold on, let me say it. Log the fuck out. You have the power to quit being offended. Like that. You don't need a community to be putting your damn peeps in jail on Facebook. Damn, Karen. This why don't nobody want to live in a fucking HOH. Because you're paying a bill for a house you never technically own. Because everybody in the fucking neighborhood going to tell you how to live in it. Yes, I said it. Y'all done Facebook. Ooh. But I'm still happy. I'm getting a little testy because I haven't slept. And Facebook, you pissing me off with your shit. But back to Biden. I digressed too long. Back to Biden. Yes, there's a case. Gonna have to listen fast because they're gonna cut me off again. Yes, there's a case. Filed in October. Civil suits act like this. It could sit there for years. Because a civil suit like this probably doesn't have a statute of limitations. Lawyers, weigh in. I'm not an attorney. But watch this. I fucking love the law. It's something that I actually take time to study on my own. As well as I've had a ton of law classes because at one time, I was going to let Uncle Sam go ahead and pay my bill to go to law school. Till I got through with all the pre-law classes and I was so bored I couldn't go on another semester. I needed a stimulation because it was work, hand. But again, I digress. Civil suits can sit there for a minute. You know why? Because it's somebody like you or me that is privy to some information, that had enough information that they gave it to this person and they filed a complaint, be it handwritten, typed, or on a computer. They had enough evidence to file a complaint. The people read the complaint and they said, that's enough evidence. I think we should go look a little bit further. Bam! We now have a civil suit. It now has a case number. It now can be located. It has a footprint. So, like I told my boy, I don't care if there's no movement on it for years. I do, because justice needs to be done. The truth needs to come out. But, watch this. I ain't got to waste no more energy with all y'all was like, but it was handwritten. Fine, cool, paste her, call an attorney. They'll verify exactly what I said, because you can pull the docket number. It's right there on every piece of paper. So if you miss the post, I'll put all that in both of these. And honestly, I'm just going to say this right now. You might as well, when you want information off of these lives, be on my YouTube, because that's where you're going to get the most benefit out of it. It's uninterrupted. And in the description, I actually take the time to put everyone's name and their hyperlinked site in there. You ain't got to go far. You got to go to one place to get to a bunch of stuff. So quit letting Facebook aggravate you. You hold the key to so much of your release, okay? That's what I want to leave you with today. If in life you ever become unhappy, please remember this. You are not a tree. You can move at any time. Everybody have a blessed Tuesday. I have a couple more things to do. I have a couple more shout outs to do, but I'm not doing them today. You know why? Because I have to get my mind right before these next 3 meetings so that I'm present. Because that's one thing I do. When I'm in something, I try to be in it. And I've allowed a lot of things to distract me with trying to maintain the platform and this and that. And I've done a lot of apologies. I've paid for a lot of drinks at the bar when I'm working, because I've been working while working and half-assed being with my customers. So right now, I got some meetings that I really want to fully be in. And I wanted to fully be here. So I was. We did it. I'm going to get you all of those papers. I'm going to get you all of the stuff for Biden. I'm going to get you all that. But your best bet is to get on YouTube. If you're not following my YouTube, Erica Parrótt, these are the times. Again, link will follow. You're going to miss a lot. Because I'm done putting videos over here, because I'm done with my shit getting taken down. And then I turn around and just have to re-edit it, because then I have to go find the original clip and do all the editing again. Because they'll leave the post with the words and just take the video. I'm done. Because watch this. Not wasting energy on dumb shit when I can control a little bit of it. I'll just move. Moving on up. And they keep fucking with me too hard. All the time I got on my hands, and all the techie people I know, all it'll take is say the right words. Say the right word. And it's just the platform has to be able to outperform Facebook. Watch out, Mark Z. With free time on my hands, you never know what I might come up with the people I know. Anyways, you're not a tree. You can move. Have a great Tuesday. You hold the key to your release. Thanks, guys. Y'all remember that time when everybody was wanting to talk shit about, what was his name? The one that did Batman so well, Christian Bale. Y'all remember when the clip came out of him going to fuck off on somebody behind the scenes? That's kind of what happened in video number 2. But see, you guys understood what happened, what brought the meltdown on. But a lot of y'all judged old boy when he went off on that assistant. Y'all don't understand sometimes what be going on in artists' heads. We're like 17 tracks at one time. I mean, I'm going to start taping some of my meetings with Joel, because it was fun working with him today. It really was. See, this is what we call behind the scenes. You're going to get like the extra reel. Like this would be considered a blooper reel. And I'm doing it again because, well, there are 2 more things that I really want to talk about. And they're going to get, they're going to be Stead and you Facebook still. But yeah, I had a meltdown right now, just a few minutes ago. You know why? Because I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm a passionate person. I was really in control because y'all still got the information you needed, didn't you? All right. So here's what I really wanted to talk about. This weekend, The whole reason this platform is even still going, the whole reason that this platform even still has drive, is because this is the thing that's tweaked my heart and my soul for a long time. And connections. The platform, as it became built, thanks to the twins, and it was already something I was talking about doing and trying my hand at it a little bit with like throwing a post out here, doing a little video there. Little did I know, yes, I was working towards my season. I was trying things, but I also was self-sabotaging and trying to I'll do that later. Oh, I got an excuse because I'm still so busy at the salon. When I wasn't. I just was scared to take a leap. And then bam, they thrust me into my new season. And guess what? Everything I've been wanting to do, that connection has landed in thanks in part to them. I found you people. You have found me. And none of us are doing anything new or special. We're all doing the things we were already doing. I was already ambassadoring for people. Now I'm just actually going to be rewarded for what I was doing for free. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. I accept this and more. Thank you. But what I want to talk about is Illuminate Shadows. Illuminate Shadows is a foundation. Yes, it is still in the works of getting its actual on paper 501c3. But it is a foundation that is aimed at human trafficking and making it aware. The name of the foundation says it all. Illuminate Shadows. Yes, human trafficking. It's a hard subject, but guess what? It's real. It is going on under our noses every day. Good friend of mine I met because when I leave work, sometimes I go eat. And I go eat by myself because I need to decompress. I don't be talking to people all night. I just want to sit, eat, read, don't read, talk, don't talk. But I usually walk in and plow the jukebox with whatever I want to hear because by the time I get off work, ain't nobody in Waffle House. Not on the nights I decide to go. So I kind of got like free reign and I'm cool and they're cool. And we just kind of all gel and everybody's just like, yay, I don't really have to work hard because she's self-contained. Just take her food. She don't want nothing else to be left alone. But she and I became friends. Just like, that connection. And we started talking last night. She happened to be working and Jonathan and I went. Y'all who caught the little video last night, we made it to our thing that hadn't happened for 2 weeks because he kept bailing. My boy, he's like my brother from another mother for sure. But we pull in, he goes, ain't none of our people here. And no sooner than we sit down where we always sit, here she come around the corner and I was like, I knew one of our people worked tonight. I was like, it was Sunshine or Taz. I was like, it was a toss up. And we started talking and she got to start talking to me about the actual, so what do you do? And I was telling her and she's like, holy, what? I need all your links. I need them all. Kids, grand, just give it to, yes, life. She said, girl, we've always had that connection since we met. Then I brought up Illuminate Shadows. And she said, huh? And we started talking. She went, girl, the issues that just go on. She said, because I'm a gypsy. I've lived everywhere. She said, Texas, it's right in your damn backyard. I know this. You know this, Taz. Some other people out there know this, but it's still considered a shadowy area. Well, 2020, thank you. Thank you for rolling the red carpet out because we about to bust a whole lot of shadows open. This just happens to be the first one. So this Saturday, some of you might have already seen her on the news today, Miss Angie Kahn from She Who Dares, taking her platform to empower and to enlighten and to help actually save, but not just save, rehabilitate. Did you hear that word? Rehabilitate. It's a 360 thing. I'm sitting right now holding a partnership agreement with a 360 organization that's already doing what I'm trying to get on their level doing, and they're willing to take me under their wing. They're elated and ready. I'm sitting on the paperwork because I'm one of the people, I read every line of a contract. I got to sign it at some point. So no, I'm not there yet. Mindy, if you're on this one, I'm calling you as soon as I get off this one. Today has been stupid. And then I had a meltdown, which you all got to see. But at least it was fun. Some of y'all was laughing through it. It was what it was. I own it. I don't give a fuck. That's the difference between me and a lot of people. People will assume because I said something, oh, she said something true, she angry. I'm not angry, I'm passionate. Learn the difference. Learn the difference. Because anger, when I'm angry, you don't have to wonder. Because what you doing usually is just walking fast, looking over your shoulder. Like, is she grabbing something? Is she going to throw it at me? So, I'm not angry. I'm focused. And all you're doing, Facebook, is continually just helping me just, whew. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And if I have a meltdown in the process, guess what? We'll attribute it to, hey, she was putting on an act. She's a comedian. I don't care. Tell yourself what you got to get through it. Because guess what? I'm human. I ain't going to be perfect on no day of the week. And I ain't everybody's flavor. So, but I accepted that a long time ago. Don't make me, don't break me. Was what it was. Some of y'all need to see people have breakdowns. Because you don't have them. And then you be having anxiety attacks and falling over. Because you won't deal with shit. You avoid it. You balance. Oh, look, back to balance again. But Angie was on the news this morning. And there's an event going on October 24th in Charleston. And it's a workshop. 9 to 4. Free of charge. Bringing enlightenment to you and helping you learn what to look for. Signs. Things to help and save the actual children, the youth. The people that are the most impacted by this. I mean, I have family members that have been touched by this. I've sat and listened to their stories and I've watched them not be over this. It's something that will never leave you. Anything that happens to you, it never leaves you. You either learn how to live with it and let it propel you and be your catalyst, or you choose to let it be your crutch. And again, choose wisely. I put that up the other day. It's nothing that I'm a great wizard or know something. It's nothing. The things that I say have been about humankind for years. It's just I said it in a way that it resonated with you. It's called a vibration. Kind of like somebody could write a song and then 17 years later somebody else cover it, but you not even realize it was a song for 17 years because somebody else sang it and did it a different way, and that's what resonated with you. Yeah, that's kind of how quotes go. After about, I don't know, I don't really want to put a number on it because somebody's going to want to argue about it because there's always someone that wants to argue. But at some point in life, things quit being original. They just became better explained or a better way of doing it, a more efficient way of doing it. But things aren't really original anymore. We just keep revamping things. Everything is a cycle. Fashion, music, life. Common sense, boom. Most people don't have it because common sense ain't so common. But the awareness seminar is going on in Charleston. You have to get online because we're in the new era and you don't have to pay a thing, but you have to register online and you'll get a ticket through Eventbrite in your email when you do it because they have to keep a count. They want as many people there as possible, but you know, because if you stand on that circle, yeah. Anyways, so to keep account and to make sure that the people that are definitely going to show up are going to show up, Mindy Langham, 9 a.m. We have to be in Charleston Saturday till 4 p.m. So get your affairs in order. We taking one car. If I have to stay up all night, we will be on time. I'm more talking to myself than you right now, Mindy. But Mindy and I will be there. Yes, project director and myself will be there from Illuminate Shadows, meeting Angie Con, meeting all these people that have been laid in our path to connect with. So that's where we'll be Saturday. What are you going to be doing? Next, here locally in town, my good friend, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know. She's the reason I got back online. And it's funny. I thought, okay, I need to do my Illuminate Shadows, but she's the reason I got back online. I said, if I don't do this for Carrie, after I called her out of the blue and interrupted her flow to get to a meeting and then rejected her call so I could get home on time, but I'm going to call her too as soon as I get done with this. She's got 2 projects going down. There's an Amazon project where, watch this, something you guys already do. There's a shopping cart. There's a link. I'm going to put it up. It's getting food for the homeless and for people in need. You don't have to leave your home. You don't have to pack it. It's all right there. What's needed most? Just click and put in the cart. Click and save, click and save, click and save, click and save. You're going to get that link. The next thing, we all have things we don't use anymore. Funny that this popped up for me in my feed the other day. She's gathering tents, coats, socks. Some things can be used. Use common sense. But since I know not everybody has it, I'm going to say this. Socks, underwear, new. Coats, pants, long sleeve shirts, gently used. Okay, clean, please. Doesn't matter that it's going to the homeless. Don't be a douchebag. I watched somebody one day call themselves try to be a smart ass, and it came out the right way, and they knew that it came out the wrong way. They said something to the effect of, oh, God, there's not a trash can. Well, that's fine. I'll just leave this pop can here. I mean, some homeless person will find it. They'll be happy about it and grateful for it, right? Before I could say a word, the only crack in the sidewalk about face planted him. And I went, oh, you gonna be okay? Your hip good? Because you like his hip pop and everything. He just looked at me. I said, karma is a bitch. I was like, some shit you shouldn't say because that ain't funny. Nor was it cool. I was like, but whatever. Just showed me what you're about. So, anyways, don't be a douche. If you're going to do something, do it. Do it correctly. Or don't do it at all. But there are people that have nowhere to go warm. You know why? The restrictions to get into the city mission, for an organization that's helping people, there has to be rules. I get that. But y'all know how they be like, there's no such thing as a dumb rule. And again, like, there's no such thing as a dumb question, but there is. It's like, how much are you really trying to help these people? Because you got so many. The Pope couldn't get help here, So there are some people that they're down on the rivers. They're going to be there and they're content there. They're not bitching, they're not complaining. But you can do something to make sure that in their contentment, the stuff you're not using, like I have a whole 2-bedroom townhouse that I live in by myself. But my house is fully furnished. Everything in it's paid for. That's not a brag. That's a thank you, Lord. Thank you for always keeping me on my shit in the straight and narrow. Thank you. That's not me. I go through my closet 2 times a year. Always have. Still have closets full of clothes because I take care of my things. But 2 weeks ago, I said out loud, all right, revamp. I'm getting rid of everything. Open Facebook because I was like, well, what am I going to do with it all? Bam, there's Carrie Ware's post. What she's doing with her awareness groups and her outreaches and things that she's gotten in place and her daughters. And it's amazing to watch that. Their whole family, I have watched just do that. Like, they just shot off like a rocket as individuals and as a family. And I've loved them since the moment they've come into my life. I love them for all of their wacky, we are us. Like that meltdown you saw me have, she's seen me have it a million times. I've seen her have it. She coached me through some of my worst days when I was like, girl, I'm locking the salon door. I'm shutting the business down. Ow! Damn, I feel honored and privileged. That's twice in one day Facebook has cut me off. Well, Carrie, I love you. I'm going to get this on Facebook or on YouTube. It'll be spliced. I don't know if I'm going to put the meltdown in there or not. It might just go in a blooper reel. But in the words of Porky Pig, bleep, 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 bleep. That's all, folks. Have a good Tuesday.